I interviewed Jen at a Starbucks at the one at the Hub actually, and one of the first things that we did is we grabbed a cup of coffee, and she actually bought my coffee even though she was taking the time out of her really busy schedule as a PhD student to buy me a coffee, and that was one of those moments where it just confirmed everything I had previously believed and thought about her, where she's just really thoughtful and takes everyone's feelings into account, kind of takes you under your wing. And so I thought that just spoke volumes about her. But some things I started to learn was that she actually came from a religious background. So she was just very involved in her church. And one of her biggest mentors in life was her pastor. And this is kind of where she got her start in leadership, even though in the moment she didn't really know that that was happening. Um, so, another thing that we really talked about was just how intentional she is about self care. I think a lot of times, I know we're all really guilty of it as college students or ever being in college, that sometimes we're so focused on the academics and on others that we forget to take care of ourselves. And I think it's really neat that she's able to balance, the strong emphasis on helping people, but, not forgetting to take care of herself, because there's no way you can help others if, you're not in the healthy mindset yourself. Um, and let's see, another point is she practices humility. Um, that was very obvious, just from interacting with her. But hearing her really talk about it and how passionate she was, it's part of her research. This is what makes her so easy to talk to and approachable, um, which is really good quality for a TA or a professor in general. Just having that relationship builds and makes the material that much more, well, not only interesting, but I think it helps us retain it. It attaches those emotional feelings, which have proved to help people retain material. And then another quality is, she's pretty reserved and introverted, which is quite different than, let's say, a Dr. Zalchek, or a Tony Andanero. So those two individuals I've interacted with a lot. I look up to them, but I'm not necessarily like them, and so seeing these qualities from someone who's just as much of a leader, just as successful as those individuals, it's really refreshing, and it gives me confidence and hope that no matter what, I am also capable of being a leader.